Hey, this is Steven Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum versus Raw. This is from March 1st, 2021. Big shit happened. I gotta say, the way that they got into that main event and what they let Lashley do in that main event, boy, it's enough to give you hope. I'll say that. Here we go. We opened up with a video package from last week's show. We're in St. Petersburg, Florida, the usual suspects. We're going to have Drew McIntyre against Sheamus, and they go right to the ring. Again, a very encouraging sign. We're not just hearing a bunch of yap, yap, yap right from the beginning. They get us into a match. Drew McIntyre, his first appearance since losing the WWE title. And we're off to the races. Yeah. Drew calls out Sheamus, but here comes The Miz and John Morrison, does his thing. He tries to get McIntyre to help him against Lashley, which makes sense. Here comes Sheamus. They start brawling. And back from the break, and the bell rings, and they're brawling some more. Sheamus definitely gets the upper hand on him, which looks really good. The match feels very personal, feels very physical. It's exactly what it should be. They have a nice long match. At the end of it, Drew McIntyre wins, which makes sense. They stare each other down eventually. Miz is going to defend against Bobby Lashley in around 15 minutes. They have his countdown clock. Naomi's backstage dancing. Nia Jax gets in the way, and they stare each other down. Ooh. So we got more timer again, counting down, time to the title match. Naomi against Nia Jax is what you think it would be. Nia Jax wins. Basler joins her, and they stand tall. Bobby Lashley's ready to go. Obviously, with the placement on the card, come on, like some shenanigans are going to happen, but I ain't mad at it because they got where they needed to go. Another coming soon promo for Rhea Ripley. It's different than the other one, but the idea is still the same. Now we got Bobby Lashley against The Miz. Miz gets counted out, basically. We've got a Raw Tag Team title match. Braun Strowman and Adam Pearce versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Braun Strowman's out there by himself when we go to commercial. This Shane McMahon Braun thing is so bad. I shudder to think that they'll do Shane McMahon against Braun Strowman. I hope they don't. But Shane McMahon against Adam Pearce, which is a possibility too, I don't know if that's better. I guess no matter what, we're going to have to see Shane McMahon, and he's going to jump off of something. So we go to a commercial with the three of them gabbing. And then when we come back, we got Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, the Hurt Business. We got Shane, Adam Pearce, and Strowman are in the ring. What? So Strowman's doing his thing. The Hurt Business, eventually. It's just a mess. Shane jumping on the apron, yelling at Pearce and Braun. Make the tag to end it. They're confused. Braun tags Pearce in, and he covers Shelton, but Shelton rolls him right over for the pin to retain. This was a big, big, big failure. Strowman's mad. He's furious. He yells down at Shane, promises to wreck the place. Shane stares back at him. Damian Priest is backstage with Bad Bunny, the 24/7 champ. Elias and Jackson Riker walk up. They talk music for a bit. Elias wants to release a single with Bad Bunny. Bunny kind of seems to agree, but then he says something in Spanish to Priest, and then Priest translates it for Elias that it's a no. Oh boy. Miz will defend his WWE title against Bobby Lashley in around 34 minutes. We got Elias against Damian Priest. So, one half of the show to promote the other half. What are they going to do, man? They got to get ahead of this game a little bit. But it's also a game of buying time until WrestleMania, clearly. At the end of the day, Damian Priest beats Elias. So the push, such as it is, continues. They show us a video with all the events that have led to Lashley versus Miz here. Miz and John Morrison are walking backstage and we go to commercial. The classics. Caleb Braxton is backstage with Randy Orton. This is some dumb shit, and Orton's there and watches a video and then watches a video on the screen of himself, but talking in the Fiend's voice, I guess, and he starts coughing and fuck a duck. So awful. Then we got Bobby Lashley versus The Miz. And then guess what? Miz loses by count out because he wanted more time. Shane says he's thinking about stripping Miz to give it to Lashley, but Lashley'd rather beat the piss out of the Miz. He'll get his wish. Charlotte Flair against Shayna Basler. The match is fine for what it is. Flair breaks out. She's kicking ass. They definitely put up the story of Flair's taking out her aggression on Nia Jax and Shayna Basler. She eventually beats Basler. Shane McMahon and Adam Pearce are backstage. And if Miz doesn't show up for this match, he's going to be stripped of the WWE title. Riddle and Lucha House Party versus Retribution. Riddle and Lucha House Party win, which makes me sad because they pinned Slapjack. How dare they? I'm Slapjack's #1 fan. Ali starts ranting and raving and wants a match with Riddle. Which... that's kind of a good use of this thing. Riddle versus Mustafa Ali, and holy shit, Mustafa Ali wins. Okay, well, I guess we've insta-made a challenger for Riddle's title. More stuff with Shane McMahon and Adam Pearce and The Miz and all of this crap. Jeez Louise. WrestleMania 37 is 40 days away. We've got to have a lumberjack match for the title. Bobby Lashley against The Miz. This was a good stuff. Boy, they definitely insta-made Bobby Lashley, didn't they? Just mauls The Miz, beats him with the Hurt Lock, puts him in the Hurt Lock again, actually ragdolling him and scaring MVP a little bit. Super strong. It did feel like a hot shot, but then again, at least a hot shot's hot. And God knows Raw hasn't been that for a long, long time. So good deal. This has been Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling.